what would be my first approach if I am going to implement Agile to the new team? So the thing is, it's a frequently asked question, as well as a frequent confusion which might many leaders may have. I am a leader, I have a team, and I want to implement Agile Scrum in my particular space. How do I move forward? What do I do? Yeah. And how do I make my team follow what I'm doing? That's the whole idea. So in general, sometimes you just do it because the management is saying, and you may say, we'll figure it out later, let's do it. That's a one way of. But I propose, whenever you are improving your process or your ways of working, and doing Agile is an improving your ways of working. So whatever you are doing right now, the current way of working is creating some problems for you, and you are exploring, how can I get rid of those problems? And that's why you are looking for a different way of working, probably an Agile way of working. Or you also see there is no visible problem, but we do see some set of opportunities which we can achieve by doing Agile way of working. So you may have some pains which you want to get rid of, you may have some gains which you want to achieve by doing another way of working. So one of the simplest thing is, if I have to do it, again, there is no universal approach. Everybody may have their own ideas. I'm just sharing my ideas here. I may want to focus on making pains and gains visible. Okay, what are we getting by right now? What are we losing right now? And what are the possible pains and gains associated with the future way of working? There could be some gains which you may have right now, may get risk at a next way of working also. We need to also do the trade-off. There is no always 100% gains or something. So we quantify what are we trying to achieve. Yeah. And we make a probable some key performance indicator for that space. You can say, okay, these are the 5 things we want to achieve. Now, so you get the why part clear. You know that, okay, this is what we want to, this is why we are doing Agile. Then you may want to focus on what and how part of Agile, that, okay, what is Agile? Let's understand it and how to do it. And you may also focus on how are we going to achieve something which we wanted to achieve by doing Agile. So the understanding of Agile and doing it is pretty much straightforward. You can say that, yes, once we have a vision for our transformation or a team movement clear, then we may start doing exploring, educating ourselves so that we know what has to be done. And then we experiment. We may decide that, okay, let's experiment for 2 months, 3 months, and get ready for that way of doing experimentation, and then decide, is it working for us or not? So vision is set, the knowledge of Agile is set, which could be a pure training thing. So you can take a training, you understand what all artifacts you need, so you go for that. And then experimentation duration of a 2 months, 3 months, whichever is making useful for you. And then you measure those KPIs, your initial goals, and see how in the next 2-3 months time it is working. And be open and communicative through to your team as well as to your stakeholders, so they know what is happening and why it is happening. So this way of doing probably can help you in achieving agility. So that's a one way of doing it. Yeah. The another way of doing, which many people do, is small experimental way of doing. He says, we are not doing Agile, but let's pick up some practice and do it. So you may say, we may focus on slicing our work in a small batch sizes. We have been doing large, let's do small. Let's start focusing on delivering something frequently. So you may focus on, oh, we need to have some frequent delivery milestones, or whatever word you are using. Or you may start working on, let's bring everything transparent on a Kanban board, and we start using Kanban board for our work visualization. So depending upon what kind of challenge you are facing, if you already have a small batch size and things are working, you may pick up some of the tools which may start giving you quick results. The Kanban board, daily 15 minutes coordination meeting, frequent deliveries are some of them which can give you some sense. And then probably once you start getting value, then you may stitch the whole Agile way of working. So you can pick up and you may create third, fourth approach as well based on what I shared here. Or you may do something your own research and say, okay, this I heard there are possible 2 ways of doing. I have my 2 ways of doing as well. And then you pick up which one makes sense for your context.